Once upon a time, in the quiet and prestigious University of Fairhaven, there lived two friends whose lives could not have been more different. Bryan was the definition of popularity, charming, confident, magnetic. Everywhere he went, people followed. With his striking looks and natural charisma, Bryan didn't just enter rooms, he owned them. Standing beside him was Jayden, equally handsome, yet completely overlooked, reserved, introverted, a quiet soul often hidden behind glasses and books. While Bryan shined effortlessly, Jayden preferred the shadows, unnoticed and underestimated. Yet, despite their differences, their bond was unbreakable. They had been best friends since childhood. Jayden admired Bryan, not with envy, but with genuine respect. And Bryan, he saw something in Jayden that the world had failed to notice. Jayden wasn't just quiet, he was gifted, an exceptional artist. A singer with a voice capable of stopping time. But fear and shyness kept his talent locked away. As Fairhaven's annual end-of-year dinner party approached, the biggest social event of the school year, Bryan had an idea, a bold one. He decided it was time for Jayden to shine. At the same time, Jayden was battling his own quiet heartbreak. He had a crush on Nadia, beautiful, confident, and unattainable. She barely noticed him, often dismissing him as not her type. Unbeknownst to Jayden, love was already standing right beside him, Elora, his female best friend. The one who encouraged him, believed in him, pushed him to be better every single day. She dropped subtle hints, but Jayden never saw them, because his eyes were fixed on someone else. As the event drew closer, Bryan began working behind the scenes. He talked about Jayden's talents to everyone, shared stories of his music, spoke of his kindness. Slowly, curiosity spread across campus. Then came the makeover. Days before the dinner, Bryan and Elora took Jayden shopping, revamping his look completely. New confidence, new style, a new version of Jayden was emerging. Music builds slightly the night of the event arrived. Bryan and Jayden walked in together, confident, flashy, unforgettable. Heads turned, whispers followed. As Bryan drew the crowd, their curiosity shifted to Jayden. When Jayden stepped forward to perform, his nerves kicked in. But then, he sang, and everything changed. The room fell silent. Every note gripped the air. Every word touched a heart. When he finished, the crowd erupted. Cheers, applause, calls for more. Jayden's confidence soared. A hidden star had finally found its place in the night sky. As the night went on, Jayden became the center of attention. People stopped talking, stopped moving, just to listen. Bryan watched proudly from the side, knowing he had done the right thing. At the end of the show, Nadia approached Jayden, suddenly seeing everything she had ignored before, but this time, Jayden wasn't interested. Then Elora ran toward him, overwhelmed with joy. She hugged him tightly. And in that moment, the truth became clear. Their eyes met. The spark ignited. They kissed, while Nadia watched from a distance. But the most beautiful part of this story wasn't fame or romance. It was friendship. Bryan and Jayden's bond remained unshaken, built on loyalty, belief, and selfless love. From that day on, Jayden's talent continued to grow. He found his place, his voice, his confidence, and he never forgot how it all began, with a friend who believed in him before the world ever did. And so, at the University of Fairhaven, two friends stood tall together, one popular, one once overlooked, now both shining, side by side, forever.